If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you might know Amber Heard has got a journalist friend named Eve Barlow who's on Twitter all the time defending Amber. She can't stop, doesn't look like she's gonna stop, and now she's got some friend with a .com or something who keeps jumping in with her, and now they have to attack that umbrella guy. Let's see what we got here today. She says, were you aware that so-called YouTube journos like that umbrella guy make that much, i.e. 1 million per year, making up bullshit and obsessively posting videos about Amber, her family and friends, including me, with a question mark. Is that an honest living to you? He's about to move on to Evan Rachel Wood. Now, first of all, before we even get into Evan Rachel Wood, let's say this. 1 million a year is pretty high. It's not impossible, but if I look at my stats and the money I make from videos and my videos that have the same as that umbrella guy's average views, then I don't think it's quite that much money. It's pretty good, but I think 1 million's stretching it, and I think they want to put that out there to add to negativity. As far as Evan Rachel Wood, why? Why would that umbrella guy and myself and people like Colonel Kurtz make videos about Evan Rachel Wood? Here's why. She's got no evidence. And if she had evidence, we would put out that evidence and we would say, looks like we got it wrong. Here's the evidence, because we don't have a complete narrative. We like to report on what's fact. Because if we don't, people will not watch us. People will unsubscribe. We won't be trusted. So, if Evan Rachel Wood comes out with real evidence, video, medical report, police report, audio that's authentic, I'll report on it. I'll be the first one to say, wow, this might be real. Let's see where this goes. But she doesn't have that. That's the only reason that we're going to start featuring Evan Rachel Wood more than we have already, by the way, which has been over a year. Then she says, I'm very tired of people warding me off being so tied to this case. I've been tied to this for a long time, trolled and harassed and objectified by Johnny Depp's online actors. It is personal. Please stop telling me to get on with other things. It's not that simple. Well, whoa. If you're not tied to the case like you say, why can't you get on with other things? You're just contradicting yourself. Maybe Eve will see this video. I don't know. If Eve does see it, let me say this. I'm putting my opinion out there based on what you're putting out in public. I'm not harassing. Harassing is DMs. Harassing is phone calls to your personal line, letters to your personal address. Things you put out in public cannot be considered as something you can harass. Anyone can comment on this video. They can react and make an opinion on this video. That's not harassing me. That's reacting to something I put out in public. That's why it's a public forum. It's not hard to understand. If people were DMing you, which you can shut off, by the way, or personally sending you things to your cell phone that only you can see, that's harassment. Let's be clear. And this guy Christopher Bolsey says, these anti-Heard suckers are spamming hashtags all day for virtually nothing, while folks like Matthew can earn tens of thousands in a month from YouTube videos. Most of these anti-Heard spammers will never make that in a year, yet they amplify his content like mindless drones. Well, here's the thing. That umbrella guy is reporting on other people's content in the mainstream media and bigger stars and celebrities that are pitching in on Amber with their opinion. He's not making things up out of nowhere from his own imagination. He needs something to report on or he's got no video. I know. I've got over 2,000 videos myself, and you can't just magically snap your fingers and make something happen. If you do, it's going to be called clickbait. People will probably unsubscribe. You lose credibility. You've got to report on things that are somewhat credible, like, say, court documents, photos Amber put out there herself, video clips Amber put out there herself, tweets like these that you guys keep making. Obviously, there's going to be people on the opposing side who will have an opinion on what you say. And that umbrella guy actually pitches in and says, Eve Barlow's going to freak out when I have my monetizing Eve Barlow and Amber Heard live stream coming soon. It's funny too, because Barlow, how gone from trying to cancel me multiple times to counting my money. And I'll give a super chat. Why not? You know, probably just like $2, but I'll add to that little event. And Colonel Kurt says, Eve, I have no effing problem with that umbrella guy making as much money as Amber makes for her awful acting. What a great point. I like some actors. I think they're great. And I respect some actors on the very top of the pyramid. But the average run-of-the-mill actor is very overpaid. Amber Heard dresses up like a mermaid and gets $2 million. Think about what people who really work in this world could do with $2 million for their family. I mean, I'm not saying like donate to charity, save the planet. I just mean people who actually deserve it, who work for it. Like a doctor, like a nurse, like a school teacher, like a firefighter. Those people deserve like $2 million for the life they sacrifice. Dressing up like a mermaid? Do you think dressing up like a mermaid is a good way and an honest way to earn a living and get millions of dollars? I don't. I could do that. My wife could do that. Eve could do that. That umbrella guy could do that. Give me $2 million. I'll act like a mermaid poorly. And then she says, post-separation abuse includes harassment, stalking, and invasion of privacy, revenge porn, and the release of private, intimate footage can be an aspect of this abuse, like Amber keeps doing by going on national TV, doing interviews, not shutting up, wanting to write a book. Who are we talking about here? Who are you defending? Seems like you're defending Johnny. Revenge porn? I'm honestly not exactly sure what that is. I guess it's a metaphor or something like that. I mean, I've heard the term. Kind of silly. And like I said, she is not going to stop, so we're not going to stop. And here's Christopher again, who thinks he's got proof of what that umbrella guy makes because that umbrella guy didn't respond with the real number. Matthew tweeted a bunch of stuff, but what he didn't tweet is that the 1 million figure is false. Yes, Matthew earns approximately $1 million a year from YouTube ad revenue posting low-budget videos about Amber Heard and anyone who supports her. So Christopher can prove how much that umbrella guy makes, or I guess anybody, if that person doesn't respond. Doesn't really seem too logical to me. And then Eve says, there's a difference between being a controversial public figure and attracting organic hate as a consequence of having the freedom to use your voice and being a controversial public figure and attracting coordinated hate of nothing and losing the freedom to your voice. Eve, have you ever heard of a run-on sentence? I think you've got a few. So this is the whole old tired argument that Amber lost her voice and the hate wasn't organic. I'm pretty organic. I'm right here. But I got something for you. I don't hate Amber necessarily. I want to see her get punished for what she did wrong. One of those things is committing perjury in Australia, which we have no consequence for yet. Forget anything with Johnny Depp. Let's see what happens with the perjury. Let's talk about that. She's got a voice to defend herself against it. Let her go. Let her talk about it. Not quite what you see usually. Let me know what you think down below. Doing pop culture, celebrity news, Depp vs. Heard. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't consider it, I guess I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it. Make a new video, something like that. See you next time.